Good morning, Big Brother fans. This is a podcast that I recorded yesterday, late afternoon, after the Power Veto competition. I didn't get it uploaded, so I'm uploading it on Saturday morning, but everything still stands. Nothing really changed overnight, so we're just going to run with this, and then I will update you if something happens over the course of the rest of the weekend. But I really don't expect anything to. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you sometime soon. Good afternoon, Big Brother fans. It's Friday evening, Friday afternoon, actually. 4 o'clock Big Brother time, so because it's almost 7 o'clock Eastern time. I am just heading home. Long day at work, and didn't get a good chance to get my list of patrons to shout out, so I don't know when I'm going to do the shout outs. Maybe not till Monday now, because I'm probably not going to do another update this weekend because we have a Power Veto winner. So we're at the verge of knowing, we know the final, we're pretty close to knowing the final three. I'm pretty darn sure, and I'll talk about it in a second. Obviously, we will not officially know the final three until Thursday night, and the Power Veto meeting won't be until Thursday night. That's the thing. So we've got nothing happening in this house now until Thursday. Everything is done until Thursday, so that's why you're probably not going to hear from me until Monday. Sorry, but we're wrapping it up, folks. So what happened? They got up this morning, they lounged around. For those of you that didn't listen to this morning's podcast, Chelsea won the last head of household. She won the head of household last night. She had to make her nominations. She nominated Mackenzie and Cam, but it really doesn't matter. It comes down to the Power Veto winner, and we now have that. We don't know the deal. I'm not 100% sure if it was a side-by-side competition or if it was individual. I've heard them talking about it different ways. It almost may have been, it sounds like they may have been able to see each other competing. So maybe it was one where they're kind of in rooms side by side and they have to kind of run and do things, and they're side by side but they're competing at the same time, but they can't see each other kind of a thing. I'm not sure. But whatever it was, Cam did not win. And that's the first thing we knew. The feeds came back and Cam was isolated in the back bedroom, the rock bedroom, the avatar bedroom, just kind of head covered, kind of just totally down, like, oh yeah, he didn't win. You can just tell he's dejected. The three girls are all out in the kitchen, laughing and talking and joking, but none of them have a Power Veto ring on, or crown thing on. So it's like, well, who won? And it was a good 10 minutes at least before finally Mackenzie kind of talked about doing the competition, and then I'm not sure at the exact moment when everybody else figured it out, but Chelsea congratulates her on playing really well. Mackenzie talks about falling to her knees, and right then we figured out, yeah, Mackenzie's the one that won. So Mackenzie won the Power Veto. So that lays it out pretty well for us now. Remember, Mackenzie is currently technically nominated. Well, she's obviously going to save herself with the Power Veto. She's not going to say, I'm not using it. Hey, Rubina, you decide who goes between me and Cam. That's not happening. So Mackenzie will use the Power Veto, which means she'll have sole decision over who goes. Chelsea has no option, no choice. Chelsea is simply safe from being evicted. Mackenzie will vote between Rubina and Cam. She'll have to do it live Thursday night in front of them. There will be no voting in the diary room. That's why Cam will not be able to shout out to his boys in the crib, although he will be nominated, so that won't happen anyways. So what does it mean? Who is Mackenzie going to evict? Now, I did see something just a second ago that she may have actually told us who she was going to evict, or tried to tell us, but her microphone was off. But I have already said that I really, really, really feel pretty darn sure that she's going to evict Cam. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that. Reason number one is I think she trusts Rubina to take her to the final two before she trusts Cam. If she's got to pick between the two of them, I think she feels like Cam will take Chelsea over her. So I think she's going to evict Cam and let Rubina stay. The other reason being that will mean there will be a final 3 of women. And we have not had a final 3 of all women since Big Brother 6. It has been that long. And so I just think that there's no way production isn't going to try to lean really hard into Mackenzie to get her to keep Rubina and to vote out Cam. I think that's who Mackenzie wants to keep anyways, but I really do think it. If you think about it, that was, you had April get voted out at 4. Well, Howie was voted out to make it all women, a final 4 of women, the only time it's ever been a final 4 of women. And then April was voted out to make it a final 3 of women with Janelle, Yvette, and Maggie. And then they did the 3-way competition for the final 3 head of household and yada, yada, yada. And Maggie ended up winning. Janelle got evicted, and Maggie won over Yvette. So that's your final. Last time there was a final 3 of women. We've had final 2 of women. The last one was Big Brother 13. I already talked about that earlier. So I just really think that CBS production, whatever, will want that final 3 of women to celebrate because it's been so long since it happened. And that's why I think they'll push Mackenzie, but I think she's going to do it anyways. And I think Cam kind of knows it too. So that's what's probably going to happen. So up until then, we're just going to have not a whole lot going on, guys. It's going to be boring, in my opinion. So make sure you have some stuff to do. But we do have Big Brother UK kicking off Sunday. And we'll see how that goes. That's actually good. And I'm actually going to be out of town for a lot of next week, and so it actually my updates may be light, as it were. I may not have a lot of content, but there won't be a lot to talk about either, guys. We are at in the home stretch. We are at the finals. It's just going to be that way. So, anyways, that's what's going on. I'm going to hopefully stitch this podcast together because my wife called in the middle of it. I'm not going to tell you where the call came in, but it may be obvious because I may not do a good job of syncing up the 2 audio clips, but we'll see. Thanks again for your support. Happy Friday. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you guys find something to do. One last thing about Big Brother UK. I did research it for informational purposes, and I tweeted about it for those of you that follow me, but let's give it to you here. So those of you that are interested, first of all, you can watch all of Big Brother UK, the most recent regular season. I have all the videos linked on my Big Brother Gossip page. It is the top entry on BigBrotherGossip.com. Go to BigBrotherGossip.com and you can find it. The first 2 episodes are linked there, and then there's a link on that page to another page which has all the rest of them linked out. You can watch all of that, 36 episodes if you just watch the shows, another 35 if you watch the talk shows. I mean, lots to watch. And then there's also, I can't remember how many episodes of Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother, which was this past March. You can watch those. If you're looking for stuff to watch, there you go. Big Brother UK Season 2 of the new version, of the new iteration, kicks off Sunday night, which will be Sunday afternoon for those of us in the U.S. But it will also mean that I don't know when I'm going to get around to posting the video, so you would have to go there to watch it close to live, if you could even watch it live. And that also involves having a virtual private network, a VPN, and setting it to be from the UK, right? You have to tell it, pretend I'm in the UK, and then you have to go to ITV as in Victor, X.com, I believe. It's ITVX.com, and you have to create an account, right? There's some steps here if you want to try to watch it even live or even watch the old episodes. By the way, all the episodes of Big Brother, of the last season of Big Brother, both celebrity and regular, are also posted on their site. Now, you have to go through commercials to watch it, but that is an option. But again, you still have to have an account. And the one catch on this creating an account on ITVX is you're supposed to give your postal code. And I can't tell you what I entered right now, but I basically went on a website. I Googled and said, give me postal codes for London. And I found one. It's not like a zip code for the U.S. It's letters and numbers. And I entered that and said, that's where I live. And here's my IP address from my VPN. And if that all sounds like too much work for you, then you may want to depend on me. And I will probably start posting those eventually on BigBrotherGossip.com again. Or you may get lucky and be able to go to a place like DailyMotion.com and find them posted. But that's a hit or miss for Big Brother UK because they kind of close them down. There is also a Twitter account I follow who I will tweet a link to him, to his account, and he posts things, but it's all very hush-hush. He doesn't say what he's posting. He just posts links right to the videos that you can watch, and you have to know that that's what he's doing. As I said, it's all kind of like cloak and dagger. And he doesn't always get them up super fast either because he's dependent on finding other people putting them up. So there's all kinds of bells and whistles and hoops to jump through. But if you really like the show, it's worth it in my opinion. All right, so there you go. I'm almost home, at which point now I have to download these two different, I have to upload these these two clips that I've recorded. I have to edit out the gap between them, stitch them together, and then post it on Spreaker. So it will take a little bit longer than expected, but that's the sacrifice you take when your wife calls you in the middle of a podcast and you do not want to tick her off by saying, I'm doing my podcast right now, right? So, yeah, I answer when my wife calls. That's one of those keys to a happy marriage. Do not tell your wife, I'm busy recording a podcast. I did that for 14 years on Saturdays, and or not 14 years, but 14, whatever it was, since 2014. I don't remember. Anyways, however long I did it, where my Saturdays were 14 weeks. That's the number 14. 14 weeks every summer, I was doing that on Saturday nights. Yeah, that's not a thing you want to keep doing. Was it for Big Brother 13 or 14 the first year? I don't remember what the first year of our podcast was. But it was a long time ago. But I'm signing off now. Thanks to everybody. Have a good weekend. I will talk to you probably on Monday. All right? Definitely on Monday, if not sooner, but not before Monday, most likely. Goodbye.